Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule well, and Shalom to all the brothers doing the work of Syrian truth. Yeah. It's Brother Emma1 from the GMS London camp. Got this article on talking about this pure confusion that basically had the displeasure of witnessing. Where it's funny, you've had for a while the conversation about trans athletes in performing, competing with women. And you had the in the Olympics, one of the what was it, powerlifters, I believe it was trans. And now you've got in in the US, in college swimming, you got a trans woman there, which I think this about sums up the incredulity of the circumstance. In fact, let's see. So I'm gonna have a video here. Let's turn the sound on. Jesus, let's see what we got. Shane looking to run for nobody. Yeah. Guess I'll ignore that. So this is on Yahoo by way of USA Today. It says, what Penn swimmer Leah Thomas becomes first trans woman to win the NCAA swimming championship. And just a joke, man. University of Pennsylvania swimmer Leah Thomas made history Thursday by becoming the first transgender woman to win an NCAA swimming competition in Division 1. But not everyone was thrilled about her victory. There were barely any cheers after she won, and some attendees held signs saying "Save women's sports." Yes, watch the video. It was like, fucking watch the video, and it was what'd you call it? Like, as for third and second, they cheered the hardest for like the girl that came second place, and then afterwards they didn't, like, there was almost no cheers and there was boos for when the trans dude got got the award, because anyone with two fucking eyes in their head and their brain, a brain plugged into their fucking spinal column, realize that it's absolutely fucking retarded, to have a grown ass man competing with a bunch of women and then calling it some form of competition. But that's the levels of confusion, that's the levels of madness that we've gone to, and that's that it's just a joke. It shows this place is completely off its rocker. Everything's become a matter of just people are moving by just emotions, or just trying to completely upend any form of reality by just upend any form of reality just to make themselves feel better. in the Georgia Tech facility protesting a swimmer who once swam for the men's team for 3 seasons. Yeah. Yeah, the joke is as well. It said it was ranked like 462nd amongst the men, and then goes to the women's and is instantly ranked first. Like, shit is a joke. Thomas, who entered the competition as the top seed, finished the 500 yards freestyle with a season best time of 4 minutes, 33.24 seconds. The race was close until the last 100 yards, with Virginia's Emma Wayant finishing second at 4:34.99. This might be a different race then. Nah, it's not. The one I watched, it was like a whole ass minute. Leah did everything right. But yeah, it's basically just all this shit is, as far as for women, it's become meaningless, man. It's like, bruh, I remember you had the match with you can find it on YouTube with Serena Williams when she was at the top of the game, absolutely smashing the women's league, and a rank like 200, 220, 230 something male player absolutely demolishing her. And because there's no competition, man. It's like men and women, like capabilities wise, it's night and day, man. It's two completely, you're dealing with two completely different animals there. So it's Esau just having it where it's out here like, okay, now we're just gonna front like this guy doesn't have the widest fucking shoulders, isn't like fucking 5 feet tall. Look how fucking big the hands are, Jesus Christ. But that's that's the level of madness, man. That's the level of unhinged lunacy we're dealing with when it comes to Esau, man. Now we're gonna have to walk around, and witness this creature, and then be like, oh, be like, Madame, give me a break, man. Thomas began transitioning in 2019 with hormone therapy and followed NCAA and Ivy League rules. I had a fucking so this one's competing, but then they said there was a woman, an actual girl that wasn't allowed to compete because of her testosterone levels, because of a mutation or whatever, some birth defect. That basically meant it was a girl that was born producing more testosterone than normal. So because of the testosterone levels, she wasn't actually allowed to compete. Meanwhile, Leah Thomas is allowed to come in and do the clean sweep. It says, however, she faced scrutiny inside and outside the sport about if transgender women and girls should be allowed to participate in female sports. Of fucking course not. Olympic gold medal. It just shows like trying to blend it and just have it where it's all, completely there's no differentiation. Despite the completely common sense, straightforward thing you can witness that, bruh, that, and then you got, I even look at the leg size, the height, the feet and hands. Bruh, she all kinds of through. Just like them. Where they go down to 8. The chick who came ninth is feeling hella upset. Hella upset. Says, well, Olympic gold medalist Michael Phelps said that the situation was complicated in an interview with CNN earlier this year. I believe that we all should feel comfortable with who we are in our skin, but I think sports should be played on an even playing field. You don't fucking say. So, it's like, bruv, let any bruv, it's like some guy who's a nothing, a nobody, completely unremarkable, can go into the women's division and clean house and grab every trophy in a year. Like, what the fuck are you even doing at that point? But that's, it's showing the madness. It's showing the chaos. It's showing how everything's basically being pushed into, just further confusion, man. Esau's more or less trying to say, like, okay, look, none of the Most High had it wrong. This is how, this is how it actually should have been. Daniel 7:25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. Yeah. This guy's thinking to change, this guy's changing times and laws out here, man. Thinking like, yo, he's basically trying to establish things where it's anything Yahweh Hashem Yahushua set up in the truth of the law, that's just gonna be thrown in the bin and be forgotten in the abyss forever. That's what this guy's desire is. But it's even within his system, people are looking like, yo, this is madness, this is insanity. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? But that's confusion. That's apex confusion. As principal height. Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Meh? Bruh, everything Esau's doing is basically what he's flipping the truth on his head. He's basically making what's truth into something that people receive as something wicked, something off. That's how spectacular of a job he's done. He's got everyone thinking anything that actually is, truth is in fact just, confusion, is death and destruction. But anything that's, wicked, then that's what they're looking at as righteous and what they're aspiring towards. That's why you have like, they think, someone, if you got a guy that's got a demon where he thinks, he's meant to be a woman, then you're meant to then just like, okay, just, let the guy go into the women's toilet and whip his cock out in front of 3-year-old girls and shit. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, man? So it says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall a thing framed say to him that framed it, he had no understanding? That's really what Esau's doing. He's saying, yo, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua doesn't have any understanding. When he set these things up, when he put these ordinances up, these, that's actually BS, and we can set what I can set whatever I desire, and that's actual, truth. That's wisdom, and that's how people in the world are receiving it like that, because it makes them feel good or whatever. But it's not going to stand. It's only for now, whilst the elites are co-signing it. Real soon, it's going to come to naught. It's going to be nothing. It's going to be forgotten, and everyone's going to know. Because why? Truth is going to be established, man. That's going to be what's going to be resonating out through the earth. Truth and righteousness, man. And hey, those who, all this trying to turn everything upside down, trying to flip everything. Hey, we receive the judgment according to the scriptures. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Shalom. Shalom.